Pastor Roy Gerhardt from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. Hey, how far are you willing to go to be obedient to Christ and to fulfill his plan, his calling in your life? Well, today, this is how far I'm willing to go. This is DJ PRG in the house. This is my DJ station for the summer adventure, and I'm working with kids all day long. This is my character that I play in helping to welcome kids into our summer adventure, lead them in dancing, do the word with them. I get to tell them the Bible story. It's all really exciting. And this is how far I'm willing to go. I'm willing to be a fool for Christ, to dress up in crazy costumes, to dance in front of the room, to just put it all out there on the line, willing to suffer embarrassment, to be a total fool. But that's what the Apostle Paul said that they were willing to be. They were willing to be fools for Christ. And so I got to ask, how far are you willing to go in order to do the will of God in your life? How far are you willing to go in following the Lord? There are times whenever we look at some people and we say they are like way over the top, right? They just have these massive personalities. This is where, when we look back at Samson, you see a guy who is definitely over the top. He is willing to do whatever it takes in order to win the fight, to be engaged in the battle, and he will do whatever it takes. And that's one of the things, though, that's really cool about Samson. So impressive. I understand that there are people whose personality is like his that are huge, and they are always, it seems like, over the top. And in fact, somebody's always trying to turn down the volume on them and be able to kind of contain all of that. And please, I know that whenever I'm even in this kind of a gear and approaching kids, there are sometimes I have to be really sensitive that there are kids that are scared to death of clowns, and this kind of thing will completely freak them out. So I got to dial it down, just approach them with a little bit of care. But I got to say this, I've learned over the years that we shouldn't try to constantly dial everyone down to a low volume. There are some people that are over the top because that's the way God made them, and they need to be there. Because I've realized that if no one is over the top, then no one would go over the top. No one would climb the mountain if there were not people who were willing to go the distance, who are willing to go all in and be a little bit crazy. They're the people who inspire. They're people who drive others to go beyond their own limits and to climb to higher heights. But that doesn't mean that all of us have to be big personality, explosive like Samson and like other people who in their personality are like way big and over the top. No, whenever I'm saying and whenever I ask you, how far are you willing to go? It doesn't mean that you have to become that. For you, going the distance, being all in, may call you to a place that is much, much quieter, to an action that is a whole lot more gentle and subdued, but just as powerful and just as challenging. Honestly, sometimes whenever you and I are called to come and approach someone else, not big, explosive, over the top, but quiet, gentle, offering forgiveness, a kind word, a supportive uplift for their soul. It may be very, very quiet, very gentle, but it may stretch us. It may force us into a place where we are challenged massively to go the distance. In fact, to go all in to forgive someone, to go all in to be willing to break through our shyness, our backwardness, our fears, the fear of pain, embarrassment, whatever, that we won't step forward. And God challenges us to go all in, to go the distance. For you and me, that may be our moment to be way over the top. And it may not look like that to the outside, but it may just be that total adventure that God has called us to. So, how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to go all in? Are you willing to risk it all? Embarrassment, pain, loss. What are you willing to put on the line? May God bless you today. And as you share this good news, may God make you a blessing wherever he takes you. This is DJ PRG signing off.